Good afternoon. This is Biblical Timothy. This one here is correlating the Bride of Christ as a special one because it is not taught correctly at all by any church that I've ever discovered, even online. But anyhow, just to keep this short, the Bride of Christ is exactly how it's actually mentioned. Uh, Now, the first thing you would want to think of, who is a bride? Well, first of all, it's going to be a woman. It ain't going to be a group of people, a city, uh, or chosen or whatever. It's going to be one dedicated woman to become a wife. That's what a bride is. Now, to get that, the definition of wife is actually in Genesis chapter 2 toward the verses 25 and 26 range. So if you see clearly there that that's what pretty much what wife is represented, you then go back into Revelation and know it. People think, well, the city that comes from heaven onto the mount is going to be the bride. No, that's where the bride's going to be residing, but it's not the city. The city is not adorned in white. The city is actually in like kind of like precious jewels. That's how it's pretty much identified in the book of Revelation. I think in chapter 19. But anyhow, this woman is going to be a pure-hearted woman back in history. I won't reveal the source that I know, but again, it's going to be a woman. Because think about it. What would the king be missing with the kingdom? He's missing a wife. So he's going to have a wife. In other words, whoever's going to take over an ownership of the throne and the kingdom is going to have a wife. So think about it. The beast has to have a wife, so he's wanting to seek out and get the scarlet whore Babylon to be his wife, a mixture of beast and humanity. Oh, that's a Babylonian type kingdom. They want to mix each other up. No. Heavenly is going to be the Messiah, champion of humanity, king, lords, who's going to have a queen, and he's going to have his own family, his own special family. Think about it. What does God want for his son? He don't want to be. He doesn't want to give um, what the world teaches to be his wife. That would break all kinds of commandments. Think about it. So if the church says they're the bride or the members of the church, that would break all kinds of codes in the commandments. It really would. Now, if that's the case, why are they even preaching that? They want to break it. And that's sad. That's really sad. But the Messiah, he's not breaking any of those. He's not going to follow that world. He's going to have his own family. That world can be destroyed. He won't care. He's going to have his family. He's going to have fun. He's going to have fun. He's going to have his kingdom. He's going to have the people that make his kingdom and make it a true overall family. But he's going to be a ruler of it, and he's also going to be having his own dedicated family. So he'll, like I said, he'll have his wife and his family, and he'll have his children forthcoming from his wife. So yeah, he's going to be fully enthralled in all kinds of different things, family and business at the same time. So he's going to have his hands full, but you know what? He's going to enjoy it because it's going to be so much better than what you see now. It's a lot better. But anyhow, just to recap, it's not the church because that would break the sin of having everyone being the bride that they assume to be. That breaks the commandment of coveting others and adultery and even pedophilism and all kinds of other stuff. No, that's against God. And churches, they teach that stuff. They teach that garbage because they want you to think that that's the truth. And it's not. It's hogwash. So if you want to keep believing that garbage, you'll sink really fast to the lake of fire. The Messiah won't put up with that. They'll be falsely um, the people that basically will falsely be led, and that's true. They'll be led to the fire and not even realize it. So I'm telling the truth. This is just basically an understanding that you have to wake up. Because if you don't, you're going to let the lies rule you. You're going to let the lake of fire burn you. And that's going to be for everlasting once it happens. I don't want that, but some people just accept it. And that's the truth. Also, being, again, it's not the city or even the chosen people of Israel. It's not. None of that is the bride. Again, the bride is actually deciphered, as I mentioned in Genesis. He'll marry. That's why there's 5 bridesmaids that'll be there. They're wise, and the 5 foolish ones will be locked out, and that will happen. That will actually happen. That parable will happen. So yes, those that don't make it will see the 5 foolish ones and say, "Oh shoot, we did wrong too." Yep, and the foolish ones will be along with you. So enjoy the ride if you want to stay in the foolish side. It happens. But anyhow, this is the truth of the bride of Christ. He'll have his own dedicated family for his 1,000 years. It'll all be successful, completed, and for everlasting. So that is the truth, and God vows for that. Again, have a wonderful day from Biblical Timothy.